think it's kind of exciting that you have a brand new asset class.
Ripple has been a big advocate of kind of pushing that through because of our journey. We got sued by the SEC, had a very painful 4 years. And although we have that clarity, a federal judge ruled in our case that XRP is not a security. That's clarity. The industry does not have clarity. And like, whether we like it or not, the fortunes of Ripple kind of rise and fall a little bit on the fortunes of the crypto industry. Right. We want the industry to do well, and so we have been big advocates of getting this passed. I'll give it at 80% by the end of April, it's signed.
All right, there you have it. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, giving it an 80%. The chance that the Clarity Act is signed by April, the end of April. That's very exciting. Brad Garlinghouse, I've been in the room with him. There's no other CEO like him. So, and then here's some other exciting news. This is the White House's Patrick Witt, who is kind of the president's advisor on digital assets. Listen to what he has to say.
Again, I think I've seen studies that point in either direction. Ultimately, this is going to be, there's going to be a convergence between crypto and the banks. Right now, it is a new product. It's somewhat threatening to the community banks and not just the community banks, but also the GSIBs, the larger banks. But they're ultimately going to start getting into the crypto space. They can also offer stablecoin products to their customers, just the same as crypto. This is not an unfair advantage in either way. And then many of the banks are now applying for OCC bank charters themselves to start offering bank-like products to their customers. So in the future, I don't think this is going to be an issue, but we're managing through an interim period where there's a lot of people on the bank side of the table that feel threatened by this, but ultimately I think they're going to find opportunities to use these products and leverage them and offer new products to their customers and expand their businesses.
Should a Jamie Dimon at JP Morgan be threatened?
I don't think so. I think there's tremendous opportunity for the JP Morgans of the world to engage in crypto activities. If you just go to LinkedIn, there's plenty of job postings at JP Morgan hiring people into the digital asset space. So I think they're indicating that they intend to get into this space in a big way. They were present at last week's meeting, very constructive, and I think. Yeah, on the stablecoin part of this, there's the consumer banking side, but then there's also the institutional bank side. And as more and more liquidity gets added to treasury markets with stablecoin being backed by T-bills, there's a lot of activity and commercial activity that the larger banks that have rates trading operations can get into. So I think for those larger banks that have those kinds of business lines and large practices there, they recognize what an opportunity this is.
Very exciting. And then it says, Patrick Witt says there are trillions of dollars in institutional capital on the sidelines waiting to enter the crypto market. Maybe that's somewhere else in this interview. But I heard a rumor that President Trump said that himself. Of course, I'm not sure, but if we look at the markets here at iTrust Capital, the digital asset guys' platform of choice to buy, sell, and hold crypto in an IRA or in a premium custody account, 1% trading fees, institutional grade custody, security. It's the place. If you look at it, we've got still mostly red. But, these are the times when everything's red and it seems like it's never going to go back up. The interest on crypto is down. Look at Google Trends. This was back in January. This was January 2018. That was our little bull run. And then we had the most in 2021. We got about half the Google Trends on the word crypto in 2024. And usually when we see this pattern, kind of like I'm not a chart analyst, but maybe a falling wedge or triangle or whatever, that's usually when we break out and go up. It's kind of funny how the Clarity Act, was right around here when things kind of got derailed. but we're kind of working our way out of this bear market now where things seem to be bottoming. If I just show you on iTrust Capital, let's look at Bitcoin on the 5-year. Remember when I was saying like a month ago, this area right here, and this was the top of the market in 2021 at about 67,000 it got up to. So this was resistance over here. Over here, it's support, where it's around, in the 60s, got up to around 68,000. It would make a lot of sense for this to be our maybe bear market bottom. Let's see. Oh, they don't give us the whole. And then you can see these bottoms and tops matching all the way back, in 2017 and things. So we've got an XRP under $1.50 still. When we were up at $3.50, we wouldn't have thought we'd be down this low. So, and also the blockchain backer has been talking. He said it's playing with fire to bet on us going much lower. So the digital asset guy has been wading back into this market pretty aggressively now. But I can just tell my friends are not asking about crypto. The views are down. When I do ask people who maybe bought their first crypto this year, they have no hope. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that. See, it went down. It's dead. Every single time the sentiment is like this, that has always been the best time to buy. Of course, nothing that I say or show or talk about on these videos is financial or investment advice. It's just my own personal thoughts and opinions. That is what I've seen in my experience. Got a Stellar Lumens at 16 cents. It's been as high as $1. Got a Hedera hash graph H bar at 10 cents. It's been up to 50, 60 cents. World Liberty Fi is at 10 cents. Polymarket ecosystem, we're going to talk about that a little bit later, is at 10 cents. Algorand, that used to be a good project. Gary Gensler was all about it and knew someone there and said it was definitely not a security. Then he sued it too. Makes no sense, but it's been up to like $3. It's at 10 cents. Will it make a comeback? We'll see. Trump coin. Here's VeChain down here at 0.8 of a penny. VeChain's been up to kiss 30 cents, and now it's below 1 cent. Opportunity, but everybody's scared to touch it. And they're telling me it's dead. I saw it where it really seemed like it died back in 2022. It got down to 0.2 of a penny. I didn't buy it. I should have. Anyway, Google Trends, they'll tell you a lot, but I don't think we've seen the end of this. When the Clarity Act goes off, I'll bet you we see Google Trends on crypto go to the moon. Here's the CFTC chair saying crypto market structure bill is on the cusp of becoming law. Mr. Seelig, I believe.
Well, thanks to the president's leadership, we are on the cusp of getting clarity enacted into law. The regulation by enforcement's over, the Genius Act signed into law, and we've really turned a new page. And I would say the United States today is the crypto capital of the world.
Yeah, very exciting. Oh, what's this? Digital Perspectives. Brad Kimes, founder of XRP Las Vegas, says, come on in, Arizona. Arizona moves to lock XRP into state reserves. Wow, I have not even seen this. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Virtual currency, digital assets. I'm going to have to look into this a little bit later, but that's what we like to see. Arizona locking XRP. Wow. I really haven't seen that yet. I got to look at that. All right, so then here's the CFTC, Mike Seelig, saying they will future-proof crypto regulation.
Future-proof our statutory frame. We want to future-proof our statutory frame. We want to future-proof our statutory framework for crypto. We can't allow for Gary Gensler 2.0.
Well, I don't know what happened to my sound, but we can't allow for Gary Gensler 2.0 to come in and tear it all up. I totally agree. I think he made an example the first time of why we cannot have that. Here is Mike Seelig again talking about polymarket and prediction markets, which have become a very powerful tool.
CFTC Chairman Mike Seelig here. Over the past year, American prediction markets have been hit with an onslaught of state-led litigation. In response, the CFTC has today filed a friend of the court brief to defend its exclusive jurisdiction over these derivative markets. Prediction markets aren't new. The CFTC has regulated these markets for over 2 decades. They provide useful functions for society by allowing everyday Americans to hedge commercial risks like increases in temperature and energy price spikes. They also serve as an important check on our news media and our information streams. Today, the CFTC is taking an important step to ensure that these markets have a place here in America and have the integrity and resilience and vibrancy that our derivatives markets deserve. To those who seek to challenge our authority in this space, let me be clear. We will see you in court.
All right. So it seems like they're kind of cracking down on this regulation by enforcement. And there is a new day here, like Congressman Tom Emmer said a couple years ago when Gary Gensler was in power and just regulating through enforcement, not even telling the rules. Seems like there is a new day and new sheriffs in town. Here is Polymarket, where it's basically, so Polymarket is built upon the Ethereum blockchain, and it predicts markets, sometimes with incredible accuracy, like the presidential election and things. As you can see, there's a ton of different predictions right now. Really interesting, but it is built on the Ethereum blockchain, so it's going to probably be affected a lot by crypto and Ethereum's future and the Clarity Act. It's going to be really interesting. Oh, down here, James Rule says, "Welcome to the year of the fire horse." So basically 2026 on that Chinese zodiac thing. 2026 is the year of the horse, and the cycle is to fire. I don't necessarily believe in these things, but it's kind of funny because 1990 was also a year of the horse. 1990, I am definitely dating myself. That is when the digital asset guy was born, and the digital asset guy grew up riding horses. So I went ahead and made this post, 2026, the year of the fire horse. The digital asset guy was born in 1990, another year of the horse, and grew up riding horses. This is actually not a horse. This is a pony. His name was Comet. It was a very cool Hackney road pony. You know, I had a great childhood. There's a lot of things I miss. The world was so simple. This was before crypto. This was before iPhones, social media. I am really glad that I grew up in a childhood like that. I spend a lot of time around kids, and I just see a profound difference in the way they socialize and what they value, how they interact. Not saying it's all bad, but it's just very different. And I'm all about technology, of course, as the digital asset guy and having crypto change my life. But I think we do need to slow down and try to value experiences and relationships above all else. You know, crypto, money, whatever you want to call it, investing, status, those are all tools, how to improve your life. But the real important things, I think, are the experiences, relationships, things like that. So that'll do it for me. Thank you for listening. Digital Asset Guy out.